Hello once again, and welcome to another thrilling journey about exploring the myths and legends that connects us. Today, we will be covering an exciting creature. You ever hear about something so creepy that even grown adults refuse to talk about it after dark? Down in the coastal parts of the American South, places like South Carolina and Georgia, there's an old legend passed down through the Gullah Geechee communities. A legend about something called the Boo Hag. And if you ask the elders about it, they'll usually lower their voice before telling the story. Because the Boo Hag isn't just a ghost, she's something worse. The story goes back hundreds of years, during the days when enslaved Africans lived along the southern coast. They brought many of their spiritual beliefs and folklore with them, and over time those stories blended with the land around them. One of those stories became the legend of the Boo Hag. Unlike most monsters, the Boo Hag doesn't have fangs, or claws, or glowing eyes. At least, not at first, because the Boo Hag looks exactly like a normal human. That's the terrifying part. You see, according to the legend, a Boo Hag is a witch-like spirit that doesn't have skin of her own. So at night, when the world is quiet and everyone is asleep, she slips out of the skin she's wearing, like someone taking off a coat. And then she goes looking for a new one. They say she can slide under doors, slip through cracks in walls, and move like a shadow through the dark. Once she finds someone sleeping, she climbs onto their chest and presses down so hard they can't move. People wake up, but their bodies won't respond. They can't scream. They can't fight back. All they can do is watch. Then the Boo Hag slips into their skin, and by morning she walks around wearing their body like it belongs to her. The real person is left trapped somewhere deep inside, while the Boo Hag lives their life, talking to their family, walking through their house, pretending to be them. But the longer she stays in someone's skin, the more it starts to rot, so eventually she abandons it and goes hunting for another one. That's why, in some of the old stories, people said if someone suddenly started acting strange, sleeping all day, moving differently, or staring too long without blinking, it might not actually be them anymore. It might be a Boo Hag wearing their skin. And the elders had ways to keep her out. They'd sprinkle salt or rice by the door, because the Boo Hag supposedly couldn't resist stopping to count every grain. By the time she finished, the sun would be rising, and she'd be forced to flee. But here's the part of the legend that still makes people uneasy. The Boo Hag doesn't live in haunted houses. She lives among people, looking normal, waiting for night to fall. That's all for today, folks. Thanks for your time, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share for more legends untold.